Hello, welcome to another video. Something a little bit different this time. I thought I'd do a video for my Paint and Glue Miniatures website, where I sell my 3D printed mainly vehicles, but as you can see, I've been quite a busy boy recently, and I've now branched out into terrain and buildings. So some of these are available at paintandglue.co.uk now. The rest will be added in due course. As it's only me, I have to do all the printing, all the undercoating, putting it together, working out the costs, photographing all the items, and then creating pages and stuff for the website. So it does take a little bit of time, so I can't get everything up as quick as I'd like to, but anyway, this lot will be joining the queue to go on the website. I've broadly split it into churches, industrial, and then housing. So let's start at the left hand side and look at the churches. So these two churches at the back were a couple of the first ones that I did, and they're huge buildings really. I mean, they take up almost half, a third of the width of a 6-foot table. So they would be a really nice centrepiece. And we've got a destroyed church, we've got a complete church. All the parts are, they're all individual parts, so they're not glued together as such, and the roofs are removable, so you can put minis inside. You can't put anything in that tower unless you stick a little cardboard floor in there, which wouldn't be too difficult. And then of course you've got the ruined abbey or large church. Again, a nice big model. You'd have to put a floor in there if you wanted to use the tower for snipers, etc. But very nice models. I've not quite worked out how much they cost yet, but the two smaller churches are on the website. So we've got a small sort of village single-storey church. Again, the roof is removable, and then we've got a kind of a Mediterranean, Italian looking type church. That one's got a top like that. I'm not sure where it is at the moment. And then we've got a little graveyard, 3D printed graveyard. So moving on to the industrial, starting at the back, which is the largest, we've got a modular factory system. Very nice piece of kit, this. You can have it as large or as small as you want. There are about 9 different facings for it, so each individual piece front here you can just mix and match. So the roofs are all separate. Let's get rid of that out of the way. And inside the floors are separate, so they're 3D modelled for a destroyed factory look. And there's 7 or 8 different floors. So you just need your 2 sides, your roof and your front and back, and you're good to go. Nice thick chunky building, this one. And then we've got another modular system. This factory units here, again, you can have as big or as small as you want. You'll need two units, so you've got the front and the back. There we go, so there's the front and the back, and then you can put any number of units in between. There are a couple of different units. I haven't got them all here, so we've got a damaged one there. There are a couple more. Again, that's completely expandable. So then we go on to our Stalingrad chimneys. I've got about 9 different ones of those. I've got an emplacement, a bunker rather. Then we've got a little bit of railway stuff. The railway office, the roof is lying around somewhere. Then we've got a signal box. Steps at the side. I've got a little platform. Or it's a load-in platform rather than a passenger platform. And then we've got the track. I've got a little railway crossing, a couple of engines, and some carriages. So we've got a tender at the back there, an infantry wagon, and some low loading. You can put this one's got a thin one, that one's a thick one. You can fit a tank on there, possibly 2 tanks. You've got a little shunter engine and a bigger engine at the back. So moving on down, we've got a small bridge, and we've got my massive bridge. This one's nearly 3 foot long. It is a really chunky piece of kit. Looks fantastic. All these models are designed by some really talented designers. There's a couple that I'm licensed to sell. In fact, there's three designers on the table at the moment. Some fantastic looking items that they've produced. And then we go on to the buildings. So I mean, this isn't even half of the buildings I've got, or files I've got rather. I haven't printed everything out, and this is about 2/3 of the stuff that I've printed out, so there are quite a few more. So let's just have a quick run, let you have a look. So we've got 2- and 3-story buildings. We've got some sort of thin stuff going on there, some damaged buildings. These ones happen to be shops. You can just see the frontages there, a couple of shops. Then we've got another 3-story building. Most of these, all of them, the roofs come off, and most of them the floors separate, so you can put little minis on the floors. We've got a historic building from Normandy somewhere there, and another historic building. That's the Désiré Angouf Cafe from Carentan. And just see it down the side there. And we've got some more 2-story houses, 3-story house. This one I don't think has floors. No, it doesn't. But most of them have separate floors, first, second, or whatever. You've got little butchers, a little single story. This is a nice set. These are 3 examples. They come in 3 different styles. So you've got the sort of brick and plaster, you've got the stonework, and then you've got the more uniform stonework, and all the styles come in the 3 different types. So where you've got just a single door. In fact, that's the wrong way around, I think. There we go. Oh, that's right. This is a kind of storage place. You've got a house, and they come in with shop frontage bottoms as well. So a very nice set. Then we've got some destroyed buildings. The nice thing, these are on the website at the moment. The nice thing about these is they're completely modular. So whilst they come as a kind of a kit, you can actually swap anything about, and you can have as many stories as you want. So it's a real mix and match. They all fit, all the roofs fit the different floors and buildings. So what else have we got? Oh, we've got a nice little rural garage with a workshop that gets printed up with a petrol pump and some fuel cans. A couple more destroyed buildings. And then we've got some really lovely Dutch houses and shops. Yeah, these are 4 stories, but again, completely modular. You can swap anything around, and again, a couple of different styles. So you've got the plain plaster and the brick, and each style comes in both forms. That's just one I've started to paint. It's only got the base coats on at the moment, just as an idea that I was hoping to complete that soon. And we've got a destroyed one, and again I think the destroyed ones all come in different types as well, so you can have a destroyed version of each design. Some of them have got plinths that they stand on, the shops don't, but the shops are the same height as the houses, so they all match perfectly. And then we've got kind of store. That one actually comes with a little jib hanging out the top there with a hook on it, so you can load your goodies up onto the different floors. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that set. Looks really nice. Then we've got another Dutch terrace set. This is two houses together in a little terrace, and comes with a wall, and actually comes with a little outhouse at the back, which I haven't put out. This should be at the other end, but there wasn't room. This is a railway yard. Again, it's a nice modular piece. 4 buildings, and they all fit together. And you can have a railway track coming out of here and here. It's a nice little, if you've got a little industrial setup with your railway buildings. And then I think to finish off, just a few bits and pieces. So, as well as the bigger stuff, I'm planning to do some of the smaller stuff. So I've got a range of different fencing. Some walls. These are just ones that I've been started last night. We've got a couple of different types of lampposts, and there'll be other things like telegraph poles, crates and scatter terrain, and again a shorter wall, which I shall continue painting later on today. So that was it really. Just wanted to introduce the terrain to the Paint and Glue Miniatures website. A lot of this, I say a lot, maybe a third of it is on the website at the moment, and the rest will go on as time permits. But this is just really a flavour of all the stuff, all the files that I've got, and I will be expanding as time goes by. So if you're in the market for 3D printed buildings, they are a little bit different from your standard MDF. They are three-dimensional, so you don't need to worry about sticking on sticking on cardboard roof tiles and that kind of thing. Your bricks are truly 3D. So if you look, I don't know if you can see down the side, you've got bricks sticking out, and let's have a look. So they're really 3D. And it saves, you don't have to do an awful lot of stuff to make an MDF building look special. Some really nice designs, and I'm sure these are going to appear on some of my gaming tables fairly soon. So that's about it. Thanks very much for watching, and catch you next time.